just going to go over the news for a few minutes, and then I will introduce Mr. Osama to everybody, and he will go over a little bit of presentation and talks about. He will analyze some charts as well for you. And of course, if you have any questions, he's also a teacher in Egypt, and he's also got good experience, good background as well. So you can ask any questions you want from him, and he will obviously answer you. So that's no problem. But as far as the news concern, is USD core PCE index, price index, monthly by month in about 130, just under an hour, and then you got the new home sales at 3 o'clock, and also the consumer sentiment as well in the US, and of course the G20 meeting all day going on as well. And of course there's a talk on the FOMC member Jefferson speaks, and usually that doesn't have much impact, but really it might do, so you never know. But nevertheless is the news out there. Now before I go to the chart, I'm going to bring Mr. Osama El Sherbeni. I hope I pronounced it right, Osama. El Sherbeni.
Hello. الشربيني الشربيني.
Sherbini. I do apologize. I'm really bad
Make
in
it a
pronouncing
long
names.
for a bit. الشربيني.
Sherbini, El Sherbini.
Yes,
Welcome to the room,
welcome.
live trading room, Mr. El Sherbini. Thank you very
Welcome.
much for coming in. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put your screen up, and then you're going to start do a little bit of talk and do your presentation, which you do for obviously your students and all that. So let me just put that in. Now your screen is there. I'm going to go quiet and let you take over for a bit, and then after you finish we can look and analyze some more charts as well. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody. Hello, I am Osama Sherbini, a volume spread analysis trader from Egypt. I trade the volume spread analysis for 5 years for now, and I am a reseller for the Middle East, and especially Middle East and who speak in Arabic tongue. I am a reseller for 3 years for now. Let's start our great regards to my superhero, Given Holmes. Really, the man who really changed my life from a poor guy who live in a rent house to an owner to a house and a car and an academy online, and I will be with him live inshallah in soon. By the way, he writes the two book who trading is the shadow of smart money and the complete volume spread analysis, and these two books really I based the volume spread analysis academy of mine on these two books only. All my work on these two books. I teach people and make them print the book as I made, and leave comments on it and read it 1, 2, 3 times and more, not on the mobile, not on the laptop, but print it and read it. It is very powerful book. In the book we discuss the smart money. You all know what means the smart money. Smart money, it is a huge funding who have lots of millions that controls the market. We teach in our trade guider psychology or strategy, trading in the shadow of smart money. So if we learn to trade to smart money, we need to know how they trade in the shadow of them. Trading method of smart money don't want you from to know about. This is a secret of a strategy from 190-30 that huge founder don't want to know about. And even in by now in 213, and by now 223, by the way, it is an old magazine. Hedge fund manager still swear with it, but it is working from 120 years and still working by now, and I am Osama and all teamwork of Trade Guider swear by it. Markets are driven by professional and in Richard Demille Wyckoff book, Method of Trading and Investing Stock, a course in instruction in stock market science and technique. Wyckoff explains composite operator in 2013. Hedge fund manager still swear by this book. One of the key takeaways from the book is that if you want to succeed, you have to learn to recognize the professional and understand what they are doing. That's what those who follow Wyckoff do. They watch large operator. In other words, that Wyckoff means who do the analysis by Wyckoff method. He is in the side of the large operator and the large money and the smart money. Smart money, even it is a rule, we follow it. We buy from low, sell from high, and sleep 16 hours. Not working all the day, just working few hours and resting all the time to analyze the markets. But that is not how many retail traders and investors think. Even so, they think they do. When the news is bad and the price is falling rapidly, they panic and sell, fearing further losses. So we know one of the key of our trading method, it is to be aware of the news. In good news or bad news, it is the liquid or it is the fuel or the market. So we take an action different from the herd or the many retail traders don't know it. We don't sell in bad news. We buy on bad news and buy on falling prices, not sell like the retail traders do. The masters who invented this technique or strategy, the first one is Richard Wyckoff, and he is the first master, and the second master who leaves us to 216, God bless him, Tom Williams, who invented and computerized the way of doing Wyckoff method by a computer, because in Wyckoff Richard generation there was no computer. So Tom Williams' dream was to computerize it and to be available to all people and who not informed by the trading in the shadow of smart strategy. Richard Demille Wyckoff, he from 1873 and died 1993, and from his words, thousands of those who operate in the markets now recognize the fact that the market monetary indicates its own immediate future, and that is indication are accurately recorded in the market transaction second by second, and therefore those who can attribute what transaction take place second by second or moment by moment have a distinct advantage over all the general trading public. So by Wyckoff method and trading in the shadow of smart money, you are a distinct advantage over all the trading public. Our second master, Tom Williams, he is from 1929 and passed out to 1960. When from his words, when I developed a volume spread analysis in 1985, as I said, he computerized that volume spread analysis strategy. I wanted to prove the Wyckoff method could be computerized and used by any trader or visitor to recognize the imbalance of supply and demand that will cause price direction to change. Volume is visual in your analysis, which is why the self-regulated exchange don't release through volume figures until the next day. So don't leave the volume because it is effective until the next day. And this is a methodology we build in VSA Lite and in our trading room. Let's see. Most of traders are aware of the two-way Didon's approaches used to analyze market, fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Many different methods can be used in each approach, but generally speaking, fundamental analysis is considered with the question of why something in the market will happen, and the technical analysis attempted to answer this question of when and something that will happen. Volume spread analysis, however, is a third approach to analyzing a market. It combines the best of the both fundamentals and the technical analysis into a singular approach that answers both questions, why and when, simultaneously. At its core, volume spread analysis, or VSA as we called, is a methodology based on the original works and the teaching of Richard Wyckoff, a trader in early 190. The methodology seeks to stabilize the case of price movement on a chart. The case is simply the imbalance of the supply and the demand as the market trades, resulting in strength as we buy in bullish market and weakness as we sell in bearish market in the market charted. For the correct analysis of volume, you need to understand that the record volume contains only the half of the knowledge required for a correct analysis. The other half of the knowledge is found when observing the spread or the range of the price and the closing on that bar. Volume indicates the amount of activity on the price bar, and the spread of range of the bar shows what the price actually did and the most importantly where the price finally closed. Here in volume spread analysis, our case of this technique is volume, and it is the largest and the massive volume in the chart. Second, it is the spread, which is the low and the high of the bar, and we use the close. We don't use the open of the bar, we decline it, we only use the closes of the bar. How can volume spread analysis identify these moves? Volume, we must know that volume is the activity of the smart money with the other retails. We are interested in volume because it tells us the consensus of opinion amongst the smart money. What is the opinion between the smart money now? It is sell or to buy. The spread and the close in relation to the background of the background to confirm. The spread and the close are in relation to the background and waiting to confirm. You should always be aware of the news are following into a trap laid by smart money. Smart money always make their traps and movement in the news, as we will show to you in later. How news used by the smart money, how the smart money use the news in their trading. First, when the news is bad, they make a huge movement down to make the herd people to panic and sell. So on bad news, panic and sell from herd, but smart money is achievement to buy in the low of the panic of the sell of the herd and the other retail trader. So the first rule we must know that strength comes and appears on down movement and down bars, and in the relationship of the close of the bar and the close of the confirmation of the bar after it, we see the tendency of the smart money to accumulate the market or distribute it. Smart money buy on down move, as we say. Smart money buy in down move, as we say. It is in Beulah. It is when people fear or greed to make money or to lose money. Smart money and the professionals are playing on this feeling of the nature of the human being. And as we see, in this exchange weak holder to strong holder in a down movement, and as we see, the volume is a very high, and make a nice movement down, and see the close of the bar, it is at the top of the bar. And if it is this all volume is selling, why the bar closed on the top of the bar, and why also the next bar tend to close above the close of the bar, which the sign appear on it. This is a strength. This is a buying signal, and a confirmation in the same time. We can sell and put stop loss under this level, and we can take this. And ordinarily, if you go to the this stock, you will see that it make a higher high. As we see, make checkouts, and these checkouts confirmed by a reversal over 2 bar. Okay. Will volume spread analysis work in all markets, including spot, forex, and currencies? Let's see. Yes, even in forex, yes, it is work. Even it is a tech volume, no, it is work, and we will discuss it now. This is a news about surgeries, the British pound. All the news is good for British pound to buy, and always, and you see this is the volume and appear on the top of the market, and all want to buy. See the volume attend to a to make this is the second rule we must concern it, that is weakness, and weakness appears on up bars and appears on mark up movement to make herd to go on and buy on good news, as it is the opportunity to sell, not to buy, as we see the volume and the close of the bar, and then the change of the behavior and the mushroom of the at the top, then the no demand and the upsarat, and the market go down. Everyone is going to buy now from this level and this level and this level, and the smart money professional tell them, thank you very much for your money, we will take your money, all your money, and go down, and margin very accounts in this move, you know, and sure you do this many times on several times frame. And probably you wanted to know that volume spread analysis works on any time frame, from a minute chart to the year chart. This is another daily chart on MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader active trades. It shows the volume and the change in behavior also, and the supply come in. It is a sign of weakness, and it is very important, especially if we are in downtrend. Finally, at the left, it is a contract of pound, real contract with a company, and on the right, it is the tech volume. Let's see, it is the same sign appear on the pound, on the real market. It is appear on forex, forex at the same time. It appears in the real market. It appear on the tech volume. So yes, tech volume of forex market are taken to considered to be an effective way to trade in the shadow of smart money. So after we know this informations, now are we, if we am accumulating and distributing on news that chart, you must know that accumulating and distributing on news that chart never lies. I will ask you a question now. If the good news are still today, should I buy now? No. On good news I should sell, not buy. On bad news and I am losing, should I sell now or out of market? No, it is the time to buy. It is the time when the falling market, in the falling market, to buy at a massive volume. Let's see a gold as an example, like a gold going the moon. It is an news told us to the gold is going to go and all buy. See the professional heading selling, and it is a very strength sign of weakness which appears, and then always depend on it. And when it appears, I immediately sell. I don't want to wait confirmation, and many times it success, but sometimes it fail. Let's see, it is a professional buying. See the bar is pushing up on a high volume, and as we considered our second rule, that weakness appears on bars, so volume appears, so possible hidden selling appears. All retail trader are now buying, but now smart money are controlling the market, and the second bar which appears on a sign of weakness, it is a top reversal, and it is close in the low, and the volume also is massive and is equal or equal to the volume which appear on the other last bar. See it is it is a gold collapse. All considered, all the news tell us to good news to buy the gold, and we only in volume spread analysis sell, and we are believe in this, and this is a good chance to tell you must believe in your system as you believe in God, because if you believe in the system works and makes many retail trader change from retail trader to smart money, and many examples are in every country. You must know this. It is a chance to learn and believe in the volume spread analysis, and read chapter 9 in Trading is the Shadow of Smart Money for Gavin Holmes. It is telling us how to believe and the plan to believe. Returning back to the gold, now it gold on the volume, at the volume, massive volume appear, the weakness appear, and a good bar appear for the all other bar, and lined get aligned or a rectangle like this to the distribution area or the start of distribution. Then we go into a spring and test this, so we wait a change of behavior which appears on no demand or abstracts. Then it confirmed here by this good bar, and here in this good bar, if I am in a selling position, I can sell after the change in behavior and after the change of the diamonds to the red way, after seeing weakness in the background and confirmation one time, two time, and the change in behavior the three times. So I am selling now the market at when all retail are buying. Our strategy is built on a small method or method of thinking. It is the Yai Mang bar. What is it? It is the tallest man, or it is the massive tallest tower. If you ever see a number of guys and telling me the tallest one, you will tell this is the tallest one, and tell me that the tallest burg or building, this is the tallest building. So we also we always use wanted to search massive volume. Would massive volume will be ultra high volume on a chart. He is a it is this volume is currently the tallest player in the NBA. This is the host now with who is a player in the NBA. Buying when this is buying when news is bad. Qantas. This is another example. When buying when news is bad, Qantas, they need to buy Qantas. Sell Qantas on in bad news, and see when the volume appears in a massive volume, and this is the tallest bar volume. We search for it, and we aligned it on the top and the low of the bar, and start to see the start of the distribution, the accumulation start by the massive volume, and waiting for a confirmation after it in tests and shakeouts or no supply. As we see, the market try to change behavior one and it failed, or it make a spring 1-2 times until it make a mark up and change in behavior in this second. I can buy from here and my test on my stop loss under this test, or I can buy from here by an order, a market order on up of the test and the stop loss under the test. This is the start of accumulation, as we see, as we discussed. This is the start, and we discussed this is a good bar which we can buy on it after a good test, after the background strength in the background. As we see, this is this accumulation phase take. This is accumulation phase take, and by the way, it takes time. Everything take time to smart money takes them positions to take the advantage of the market and trap all retail trader. This is another great news for Qantas. This is another. This is the same contract on Qantas, but the news is this time is news for good news. So now you will buy or sell. Retail people on good news, they now buy. But we are in volume spread analysis. In great news, we searching for the key of the key of the screen, the volume. So let's see what happened. Let's see. This is a massive volume appear, and a sign of weakness appear, called end of rising market. With a closed eye, I can sell on end of rising market if appear. And it is better to be in a greater time frame, neither than smaller time frame, but we want to know that the small time frame build the big time frames. So on good news, smart money distribute, not buying, no, they are distributing, and come the market down ways, not to the up ways. As we see, the next bar after the end of rising market, it was a no demand, that no interest for upside. So we see the good bar, and we see another supply to try to support the market, but by this is change in behavior, I wanted to go to smaller time frame to get a sign of weakness, of upthrust, of or no demand, or another background I can build it, or a trading range that I can trade under it to sell this instrument. As we see, we discuss this distribution. So here this is the smart money. Always the retail money buy, the price go against them, they lose, they sell, the price get against them, they buy, and it is a circle. Always try one time, 3 times, 4 times until you margin your account and you don't know why, and you think it is there is a this is a manipulation, not it is not in the broker at your account. It is a global, it is a market manipulation at a global way in every time frame from the second to the year. And I believe this system, and I now try it, and I will show our account and analysis by now. The last words I can discuss with you today, we wanted to discuss the principle we use it, and the key points to trading with the volume spread analysis and Wyckoff. Always look to the big picture. Use 500 bars of information in more than one time frame. Look for Yao Ming bar first. That's bar with massive volume. Remember, massive volume. Then identify the trend and mark key support and resistance level. Look for a change in a behavior in the market condition. Look for the accumulation and distribution and define what the smart money are doing. Identify trigger number. Then be patient. The phases of to build the market, it is like Wyckoff said in his books, phase A, phase B, phase C, phase D, phase E. Phase A, stopping the trend. Phase B, phase A, stopping the trend. Phase B, building the case. Phase B, building the case. C and D, testing. D, defining a new trend as we see it change in behavior and start an opposite trend. Accumulation, it is the stabilization of an investment or speculative position by a professional interested in adaptation of an advance in a price. Mark up a sustained upward price movement. Distribution, the elimination of long investment or speculative positions. Mark down a sustained downward price movement. The basics of Wyckoff is studied market actions based on volume price analysis, determined where risk and reward were optimal for trading. Studied the physiology of the trading and why smart money buy and sell at a certain time. Explained shifts between weak holder to strong holder, commonly known as smart money, as we discussed. Introduce the term composite operator, or the consists of the opinion of the smart money. Finally, you choose your way by follow other strategies or follow the basic strategy of overall the world from Adam alayhi salam for until now. It is the greed and fear to lose money or to get in profit. So you choose to be one of herd or like a wolf and wait and be patient. And remember, always use the key of the trading. Look the big picture, look for the massive volume, look for the support and resistance level, look for the change look to the change in the behavior market condition, look for the accumulation, distribution, and the smart money, what are they doing, and finally identify trigger number, as we as we will discuss now with Aram in our live analysis. Thanks a lot. With you, Osama الشربيني from Egypt, and have a nice time. The mic with you, Aram. Now I have finished my introduced.
Thank you very much, Osama. Thank you. If you can go silent so we can start having a look at some charts. I'm going to bring my charts back in, and then I can bring you in as we go along, Osama. I'll just keep bringing your charts in as well.
Okay.
So let me just start do some analysis now. So hopefully do some trading today.
Okay.
But thank you very much. Thank you. Right. If you have any question for Mr. Osama, please do let me know. We're going to start looking at the charts now. Let's have a look at the Euro USD quickly. I can see there's weakness in the market. There's weakness in the market. That's very good. John saying thank you, Osama. Very good presentation. Excellent. Right. On the Euro USD, we're looking at the daily chart. As I said to everyone during the week, that we will have obviously weakness is starting to appear in the euro and in the pound as well. Let me just get rid of that for now. And we can see really that we have changed behavior. We're just having a test again, which I really doubt that this will get confirmed. You're probably going to not get confirmed. We had one test previous to that a few days ago, a week ago or so, and of course we have PS appearing as well, which wasn't confirmed in a sense, but we could see in the background there is a weakness as well. You know, there's a lot of weakness there. They try to push the market up, marked it up, but now it's coming back. They're dumping it, so now we are looking at lower prices to come. So if we, for our purpose of trading as a scalp trader, as a super scalper, you really want to get in a lower time frame so you can get in and out quickly. I've already done some trades while Osama was talking, and made some money on the pound as it was coming down. But I will show you those, and I will hopefully try to take some trade in the Euro USD if the opportunity rises. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. There you go, the 4-hour chart. You got two no demands. Really, if you're not in this trade right now with the Euro USD, I don't know what you're doing. You should really be in this trade. If you're doing a 4-hour chart, you're below the trigger line, change of behavior. You have one no demand already. You got a fair test, and you got another no demand. You got a very good sign of weakness behind you. And really, once that got confirmed, I mean, you could have really got in there. I would have not get into there yet because the behavior hasn't changed. I want to wait for the behavior to change. But when I see that test failing and behavior has changed, I got no demand, I'm below the trigger line, I'm just a bit wary of this potential professional buying. But if I look at the background, I can see the trend generally is going down. So really for me is these no demands are more important because we are on a downtrend. Okay, I'm not interested in the so much on the strength principles, purely because I'm waiting. I want to do trades to go short. I'm below the trigger line, and this really would have been a wonderful trade to enter after that no demand getting confirmed. So you should really be able to get into the trade. You should have been in this trade for the last 8 hours or so now, heading. But as we zoom in the lower time frame on the hourly chart, again, there you go, hourly chart, the potential professional selling. This bar here, which is a sign of weakness. There's no demand here that appeared. We got change of behavior, and you've seen it's trying to creep up, but look, there's no interest. There's no volume of trying to push up the market. So and then they tried the test finally to stop it from coming down, but it finally came down, gone below that test level, and as you can see, it's still falling. And this would have been a entry point for a short trade on an hourly chart. Last hour they tried to push it up as well, but there's no volume. Sorry, there's not much volume there on the when they try to push it up. There's no interest either on this particular bar as they try to push it up. There's no interest. They want to bring it down. So you're looking at a short trade for the Euro USD and also the GBP USD as well. But let's see, 30 minutes chart for swing trading. For those of you who are interested, look at that. Look at, I told you last week, during the week, and also this week, when we had these no demands PS, I said this is going to go further down. Then we had uptrust, no demand, no demand. None of the major strength principle have been confirmed. You got this big gotcha bar, all right, this one here, which happened on the FOMC. And you could see that it dropped down, and then you had no demand. It's tried to push up, but look, there's no volume as it's trying to push up. Always observe what you see on your chart and see where you're at before you make a decision on a trade. And looking at the higher time frames, it gives you an idea of what's going on in your charts. So when you want to trade the lower time frames, you can get in better, and you want to get into a trade with the trend. Okay, so as it's trying to push up, you can see the volumes are decreasing. There's not much volume, and then the potential professional buying has failed, and that is a sign of weakness in itself. And as you can see, it's pushing down further. Again, the latest potential professional buying, I'm not surprised didn't get confirmed, because I can see there is definite weakness there. We're below the trigger line now, and really, as I said, we are working on an up bar right now. But look, there is no range on this particular bar. If I just expand, it's actually turning out to be a down bar now. Okay, so as you can see, so if you want to trade on a lower time frame, you're looking at trading, say, let's have a look at the 1 minute chart quickly. There you go, several no demands, uptrust, there you go, and potential professional buying has failed as well. Really, to me, it looks like a short trade. It's changing behavior now. I quickly have a look at multiple time frames, see what's going on, because I want to go into this trade. 15 seconds, that's fine. 30 seconds, that's fine. It's changing behavior as well. And 1 minute chart. So what I'm going to do now, I think I'm quite happy on an up bar. I put a small amount in, not a lot. Just enter the trade and see how it goes. So we're going to sit in this trade and see how it's going to plan out. By the way, Hamid, I got your email. I will explain your email as well, your diagram. Okay, so if anybody is in a trade, please do let me know. So we're just going to look at this trade now. I'm just going to sit in this trade, and obviously the reason I entered this trade because I can see there's a weakness there. I've got no demands, and it's changed behavior, and I know this is going to go further down a bit. So we'll see the time in the market, and that's normal. That's not a problem. You do not panic. You're still below the trigger line, okay, way below the trigger line, and really that you are with the trend. So you should not panic so much. Just make sure you put your stop loss in an area where you can't get stopped out quickly. And what I want to do is now wait for this to come down a bit further, and then you know, hopefully I will move my stop loss into a profit as soon as I can. Actually, I'm going to put this above there because it might actually try to head towards my stop, and then I'll bring it down. So they've done a test. It came down. I thought it's going to go further down, but now they try to push it up a bit again. But really, the volumes of the buying are getting smaller. And really, I'm with the trend, so I'm not panicking. See, I might actually put in more lot in as it's going to come back down. But I don't see the strength there. It's just that they create these bit of rotations. Because as they bring in the market down, they don't want everybody to join in. They want to stop people out, especially people who have smaller funds, and get them out of the way and make money out of them. Okay, now let me, while I'm waiting for this to develop, I'm going to put something here. Check trade. Okay. Let's have a look what's happening. It's changed behavior on the lower. Let me just squeeze the chart a bit. So I want to put in more money when it comes back down, changes behavior. Okay, yeah, it's gonna come down. Right, just wait for it to happen. Quite happy. I just wanted to put a bit more in, and once it's coming back down, just to double. Second chart, that's fine. 15. There, that's fine. Okay, now while I'm waiting for this to develop, which probably will do, still not panicking. Really, I could put my stop loss into this area here if I wanted to, because I don't think this is going to push up that high anyway. It's just gradually coming down. It's just gone into a rotation. They create a lot of rotations, and as I said, today is a bit choppy, so but that's fine. But I wanted to go in again and put in more amount in as it's changing behavior to the downside. I'm just waiting for the 5 second and the 10 second to change behavior. It seems not to do so yet. They try to push it up a bit, but then it will fizzle out, and you know, the effort versus result, and there won't be result because there's no buying going on. It's just the markup probably before they this news that coming out around 1:30, which is around 8 minutes time, by the way, the news coming out. So that's why they try and mark it up now, and I think the news, this will all collapse, it will come down. I really don't see strength there. So this is a markup, this is squeeze. Okay, they want to get people out of the way, the short way, because they want to be selling, they want to be making money, they want to get people out of the way, people who are going short like I have gone. But I'm going to sit in this trade. I'm not going to come out of it because I know it's going to come down. I can see the general trend is down, so I'm not panicking yet. I stay in this trade and see how it goes. I might even add some to it. We'll see. And once this changes behavior to come down, which will probably happen in the next few minutes. While we're waiting for that to happen, I'm actually going to put that a bit further up because it's quite choppy. I don't want to get stopped out. I want to be in this trade, getting near the news. But let's have a look at the diagram that Amir sent me. Let's bring that in. And his question is, do you call this bar? Now, I'm going to ask that question from everyone else. I know, obviously, I know the answer, but I want everyone else, I want to know whether you know, what is this bar called with this volume? We know the volume is a gotcha bar volume, it's a high volume, but what do you, what in the as far as the VSA concerned, what would you call this bar? So put your answer in for me, please. What do you think it is? Whatever you think it is, and looking at this chart, we had a test, low volume test, in a bullish area. Then we have this bar. It goes up to that level and then comes back and finishes here, just at that level below that previous bar. What do you call this bar in the VSA methodology? Anybody knows? Just put your answer in for me and I will explain exactly what this bar is. Well, that's a very good answer. Thank you very much, Paul. Anyone else? Just put your answer in. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Just let me know. Any more answers? Anyone else knows what this particular bar is? Just wait. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Ahmed. Right. Any more answers? Okay. Doesn't seem to have any more. That's fine. Some of the answers. Somebody says hidden uptrust. And yeah, somebody else says hidden shakeout. Somebody says uptrust. Somebody says shakeout. All right. Now, look what's happened previous to the test. Look what happened to the test, before the test. The market's gone almost sideways. No volume. Then you get a test. Then you get this volume comes in. You could call it a hidden shakeout, okay? And the reason you do is because happened in the strength. Yes, there is buying and selling in every bar, James, in every bar, okay? So it doesn't matter if the bar finishes an up bar or a down bar, there's always going to be buying and selling, and I will explain that to you, James. All right. So now, if you say it's a hidden uptrust, yes, it is. Yeah, yes, James. So now, to me, it's a shakeout, a hidden shakeout. Now, why would I say it's a hidden shakeout? It's because the bar goes up and then comes down and finishes at almost at the bottom. And because I'm in the strength area and I got test, and this also can be worked as a spring. The market has gone sideways, and this is where the spring has happened. It's gone above that level. So if you draw a line where you got the market's gone sideways, if you do a zigzag line, and you draw two lines up and down, okay? And then when you get this is like a spring to me. Strength, okay? And strength comes in when you get a weak bar like that appearing with a very wide spread. and you get a high volume in the strength area, and that's why the market is pushed up. Okay, so if you get this bar, when the market, for example, you get an up bar and you get obviously no demand, and you get an up bar like that, that becomes a sign of weakness. It's a weakness. So it can work on both charts, whether you're going up or down. All right. So to answer to your question, Amit, this is, for me, is a spring and is pushing the market up. Yes, you can call it hidden shakeout. Yes, you can. But to me, it's a spring. And why? Because I can see the market before that, beforehand, it's going sideways. Then you get obviously a test, and then you get a spring above this level where you've drawn these two dotted lines, this line here. So as you getting, it basically goes above. The next bar after that is important, because if the next bar after that finishes above this bar, which it has done so, this tells me, confirms this bar for me, that's a spring, and it's pushing up the market. Okay, right. Right, it's starting to change behavior. We are reaching the news now. There you go. We are in the news now. Good timing. There you go. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait and see what happens. So let me just expand this in the news. Okay, now what I'm going to do, be aggressive in the news, add to my position. I can't lose this trade now. Let me add a bit more so I can make a bit of profit out of this. And as I said to you, it's going to go down in the news, and it worked that way, and we can't lose this trade now. I'm in a profitable trade. I'm doing a 5-second chart, by the way, okay, because that's why I need to be a bit fast. So I'm going to add a bit more as it's pushing down. See how I'll just add a bit more, and I just chased this trade. I can't lose this trade. If it comes back and stops me, I made a profit. Doesn't really matter. It's about showing you how to manage your trade when there is a news. If you're going to trade the news, you should not really, but because we started earlier on, I was already in the news, and I just thought that, you know, stay, and I know there is a weakness there. Okay, there is a weakness in the euro and in the pound. The pound probably is going down as well. I won't be surprised. So let's see if it's going to stop me out now. If it doesn't, if it continues going down like it's doing, I'm going to try to chase it if I can. Yeah, I'm going to chase it. Continue, adding more. Let's see if I get down bar. If I get another couple of down bars. So as you can see in the news, yeah, it's down bar as well. I'm going to bring on top of that bar, add a bit more to my position. So what I'm going to do now, if I get another down bar, I might just, yeah, there you go. Bring it a little bit fine. Obviously I did it on a 5-second chart, but this is our entry point. Ignore this potential professional buying that happened in the news, but that was the entry point I had. I knew the market. I looked at the market. There was no demand. We were below the trigger line then. I had uptrust, and we were below the trigger line, and you can see the trend is going down, you see. So when you're with the trend, you always will be on a winning side. So as you can see, it's pushed down, and then there's a potential professional buying, a very high volume. Now they might want to push this market up a bit, we'll see, but I really doubt it. There's weakness. Look, on a 1-minute chart, you had a no demand appear. There was no demand. And as you can see, you know, I entered there, I knew it went against me. I knew this markup that they were doing before the news. It was so obvious. There's a weakness there. They want to push the market up as much as they can, manipulate, get people out of the way who were selling, for example, gone into the selling position. Really that's what they do, to manipulate the market. But for us, we have got these charts, we've got these principles that do appear and gives us a heads up. We have got trend alignments, which are you need to be with the trend when you're trading. So now, I think after this news now, it might go a bit sideways before it makes the decision to go further down. There's definitely short trade possibilities will come about later on today, if not probably Monday now you're looking at, or during the whole next week. I don't think the euro and the pound will push up anytime soon. Okay, so now I hope you enjoyed that trade. If you have any questions, please do let me know. There are some new people in there in the room as well today. Marco, hi Marco, welcome to you. And there are some other people as well that I can see. Yep. Yep, Michelle. Hi Michelle, how are you? Excellent. Yeah, welcome aboard, Marco. I hope you enjoyed that bit of trade. Now, if you have any question for those newcomers, the people who have coming in new, the newcomers, please do let me know if you have any misunderstanding or you do not understand the rules and regulations of the VSA Lite or the VSA methodology, and I will go ahead and explain them to you. But if I don't hear any questions, I'm assuming you already know what you're talking about, so I can carry on as normal as I do with everyone else, because there's a lot of you in this room who already experienced enough, so I do not need to explain. Now we've got another no demand appearing. You see that? And look, there is no interest for going further up. Look at the relative volumes. There's no interest of these buying. Now, let me explain something to James about when he says buying and selling. Look, the 1 second chart, it takes 60 of these bars to make up 1 minute, James. Okay, 60 of them, because it's per second, 1 second at a time. Look, now if we consider, say for example from here, you count 60 bars. Look, you got buying and selling going on. Buying and selling going on all the time. And the reason, if the buying bar becomes the buying bar on a 1 minute chart, because there are more buying going on than selling, and that's why it turns out to be a buying bar. But you're always going to have buying and selling in a single pip or a single bar. Okay, as you can see with a 1 second chart. And look at what 1 second chart is doing. Uptrust, no demand, is coming down, it's starting to go below the trigger line. PS has been confirmed. It's all weakness. Okay, and this will continue to drop down further. Forget about these change of behaviors you see in a 1 second chart. These happens obviously too quick, too fast. But the general trend is down, and I'm expecting this market to go further down. Okay, so I hope I answered your question there, James. Marco is asking, please can you explain how do you look at different time frame for confirmations? Absolutely, Marco. First of all, Marco, tell me, what do you trade, and what is your time frame that you trade mainly? Please do let me know, and whether you are a swing trader or a scalper, and then I will explain to you for sure. Right, so as you can see, if I squeeze the chart, the 1 second chart, it's really is dropped, it's gone a bit sideways after that news, and I'm expecting this to drop a bit further. Okay. It looks like more selling with the big wick to the top. The next bar seems to show buying, so it was a bit confusing. Yeah, no problem, James. Marco, you mainly do forex on 1 hour, some scalping on 5 minutes too. Okay, fantastic. So let's do the hourly chart. Well, if you're doing the hourly chart, you should be short on the on the euro by now, really. I mean, okay. Now, well, on an hourly chart, you got potential professional selling did appear. You've got obviously starting. You were in the same trend going down. Then obviously try to change behavior with a test, and then they've done a no demand and a failed test. I need to consider. Now I wanna show you an entry point for you on this chart where you should have really entered. Let me just expand this. My interest of entry point is this area here. This is the area of my interest, Marco. I'm interested of going short at this area, okay? Most particularly, I want to go, the reason being, I want to be below the trigger line, clearing the trigger line, which is here, all right? Now, I could have entered there once it's gone below the trigger line with no demand, and I could have entered on that bar, there. I could have had one entry there, and as you know, you enter the when you're doing a short trade, you want to enter when the bar is on an up bar. So when it obviously was that point where it went up there and then it came down, obviously, for the whole hour. So this would have been a whole hour trade. I obviously would have moved my stop loss in a good profitable area, and if it does come back on me, which it has done here, it would have stopped me out, and that's it. That would have been a profitable trade for me for that hour. And then I would have waited to see what the next two bars will do. As you can see, it's pushed up, gone back into the trigger area, so I would not enter the trade there now. So I would have waited for it to come back down, which it has done here. And again, this would have been my entry point. I'm below the trigger line. I still got sign of weakness behind me. Now, why would I decide to go and enter this bar? I will check for you. Why would that would have been my another entry point. If I go down to, because I'm doing the hourly chart, I usually check 20 minutes chart, and I want to see if I see any no demands in that area. I haven't seen a no demand there. Okay, that's fine. Let's have a look at the 22 minutes. That was after it, so that's not important to me. I've seen a failed potential professional buying that in itself is weakness, but there's nothing there. 24 minutes, nothing there yet, but the trend is there. PS has confirmed there. PB hasn't been confirmed. 27 minutes, 26 minutes chart. PS. 27 minutes chart. Nothing there. 28 minutes chart. Nothing there. 29 minutes chart. Nothing there. But as we get nearer, 30 minutes chart. There you go. All right. As we get nearer to our time frame, we finding things that are very, very interesting. Uptrust. I put a dotted line, and you usually label it 30 minutes. So I know it happened in a 30 minutes chart. And I've got a no demand, but after my dots, after the area where I want to enter. Okay. that's fine. The uptrust is more important to me, especially on a downside. 30 minutes, 35 minutes chart, nothing there. 40 minutes chart, nothing there, but still the trend is the same. So you keep checking your trend as well. Make sure the trends are all correct. Got no demand there as well. 50 minutes chart, nothing there. 55 minutes chart. PS has appeared on my uptrust, and on that bar that I want to enter was a failed PB, which is obviously I know it would be because of the uptrust and PS that happens in multiple time frame. 57 minutes chart, nothing there. Apart from the background, I can see no demand PSs, and the trend is generally going down. So that's a good sign. 58 minutes chart, nothing there yet, but still the trend is the same. So 59 minutes chart, nothing there either. The only thing I've got on a 30 minutes chart is an uptrust. Half an hour before I enter the trade, I will get a heads up that this market is going to go further down. Now, either I would have had an entry point there on my chart. I'm below the trigger line. I've got uptrust there. This bar confirmed it. Okay, with a very high volume, decent volume. And I would have entered on an upside here. And as you can see, it finishes a down bar. Then it tried to come back up. If you wanted to stay in this trade for 4 hours, you could do so, as long as you don't get stopped out. And you keep your stop loss in a small profit, so you will not get stopped out. You wouldn't get you would have probably got stopped out here. Then I wouldn't panic. What I would have done, I would have made profit on this bar, and then I would have had a re-entry on this bar, because I've seen plenty of no demand happening on this bar, which we just looked at. All right, so and the trend is still going down and multiple time frame to my hourly chart. And as you can see, that would have been an entry point, and that would have been a good trade for 2 hours. Very profitable. So there are 3 entry points which I've explained to you, and this is how I will do it on a higher time frames. Okay, now what's going on now? I want to see what's going on now. The bar still, as a down bar, as I said to you, this is going to be continue going down further, as we know. So if I look at the 30 minutes chart quickly, potential professional buying wasn't confirmed. There's a sign of weakness. We're below the trigger line, and really 15 minutes chart, we are below the trigger line. Potential professional buying has been confirmed, but look at the volume. It's not much there. This is important to me. It's happening, of course, in the news, and it's creating this bar. So as you can see, the general trend, if I squeeze the chart, this was the highest bar there, and as you can see, the market has pushed down. So if you put a line there on this particular bar, put a line below it and above it like that, what has been going on? The market hasn't gone above. If it would have gone, this would have gone, continue going up, and would have gone above this area, then yes, you probably would have seen higher prices, and then obviously you would have seen tests after tests, shakeouts. Then yes, you'll be looking for a long trade, but it never gone into that level. All right, because the professional been selling. Okay, now that's why it's never gone up, and that's why you never got any tests in these areas. Does that mean you can trade this on an upside in a lower time frame? Yes, for sure, as a scalper, but as a swing trader, you don't want to do it. Okay, because there's no tests. Yes, I have a test there. I got no demand. I got weakness there. But do I want to go in and go long there? It's a bit riskier for me, especially I'm in this area of support and resistance. So I want to wait for a short trade. Why? Because my general trend is going down. So that's why I want to look for short trade. Now, the other thing I notice as it's trying to push up, what's happening to my relative volume? Is there volume there, Marco? There is no volume there. So therefore, what's going on? You should be learning this, and you should understand that when there are no volume, there are no activities from smart money. What we call the smart money, I call them professional traders, the market makers. Okay, and that's, they leave a footprint. This is a footprint of a weakness. So therefore, I'll be looking for going short, and really, if I've gone below this line and I've cleared this line, I'll be thinking of going short, because I know, as you can see, as it's going down, do this one, as it's going down to this level, it's trying to push up, but hasn't gone much above it. It hasn't cleared this line, the lower line, my resistance line. Okay, so really what I want to do is to wait for it to come back down to re-enter this trade. So if I don't see any indicators to state that, then I'll wait. Then it's pushing back up, and then look, it's gone back to that line, underneath the line. It hasn't even gone and above it. Okay, it's gone to that level, and then it's dropped again. Okay, so this is the reason why I draw these two lines with a high volume on my chart. Now we've got a new high volume, very high volume in the news. So this now, for me, Marco, will work as the resistance and support line. Okay, so now this is the highest volume. Do you agree? All of you should agree that this is the highest volume of the day. Look, this is the highest volume. It's tolling every other bar. These are all signs of weakness. They've been selling, and they're going to continue selling. And if this prices, now if I draw a line there and a line there, this area for me is the area where I want to break a breakdown. Okay, I want to go below this line. I want to see continuous weakness. I want to see no demands, uptrust, and if it goes below this line, this will go lower. And I don't see anything there out there to state to me that this market is going to turn into a bullish market. It is a bearish market. Okay, so now I'm going to leave these two lines. I'm going to get rid of that so don't confuse everyone. And this one. So these two lines for me now today for my scalp would be where I'm interested. 1 minute chart, got no demand. They've just done a test, no demand, failed test. They want to hold it. They don't want to drop it. But when it drops below this line, it will go lower. Look what happens. Look what's happening. Look what's happening to your as it's trying to push up, look what happens to your volume. It's coming down. No interest. Professional already sold there. Okay. In the news, they already done their business. Now they pull apart. Say, okay, let the retailers have their say, what they want to do. Okay. But do the professionals want the market to go up? The answer should be no. Look what's happening to your market. It's dropping. And I did say to everyone earlier on this week, Euro USD and the GBP USD, we should be looking for shorts. No long trade, short trades. So they've done a couple of tests now, but we're still in this range. And I wanted to come back obviously we are still below the trigger line. So I'm not looking for long trade. I will be looking for a short trade. Effort versus result. Well, there is an effort going on now, Paul. They're trying to push the market up, but there's no result. Look, there's no volume. Really? I mean, if this continues to go up into this area, then I'll be saying yes, we're looking for a long trade, but ideally I want to be above that trigger line. So if I'm in that area there, then yes, then I know there's effort. Then I see, if I see increase in volume, that means the effort is going to give result. But really, there's no strength there. So now what we're going to see, I won't be surprised to see a sideways moves for a bit before it makes its decision. Later on, probably you're looking at the US Open, it might do something, we'll see. But I'm really looking for potential short trade. Now, Marco, was that okay? Did I explain that all right for you? Did you understand? Or if you have any doubts, please do let me know. But really, let's go to the GBP USD quickly. Well, no demand. Then there was a test, no demand. Yeah, no problem, Marco. So as you can see, again, I'm below the trigger line. And really, if I want to trade this market, it's the same as the Euro USD, really, the market. The movement is the same. Really not interested. There's weakness. I've done several trades today earlier on, where Mr. Osama was talking and doing his presentation, which by the way was lovely, very well. Now let me bring Osama in and see. Osama,
Hello.
if you can hear me.
Yes, I hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Right. If you want to go over your charts now and do some analysis for us on any other charts, any other charts, like say gold or whatever you like, it's no problem. Just do a bit of analysis for everyone.
Okay,
I'm gonna add you.
you made the analysis for euro dollar. So
Yes.
I can make analysis for. I am already wanted to show people, but only something on my account, and really I wanted to discuss something really very important. We need to be. We need to make our strategy written as trade guider made, and in trade alert room, in trade alert VSA light for trading view, there is a PDF which show us how to trade the trading view, and it discuss the long setup and the short setup, and also discuss I need to show you the appendix of the risk management and the rule of the 1% and the hedging fund strategy, which are discussed in the detailed trade guide or VSA Lite for trading view. You shall all read it and write it down as I made. I wanted to do. I want only to discuss something. I wanted to discuss the short setup on the euro dollar on the trade light VSA. First, we must look for the in the short setup. We must look to the no demand in a weak market, which is generated in the under condition in these conditions. First, appears a trigger climatic bar such as a potential professional selling, or in some cases potential professional buying is found if it is filled or good. Second, the price has moved below the low of the trigger bar. First, there must be a trigger bar like this, as on this frame. We are on the 15 minute. There is a trading range and a trigger bar considered. Then we must follow the law of the trigger bar. This is a potential professional buying, so we need a potential professional selling on 1 hour. I can found it. Oh, it all now potential professional buying. So if we discuss selling, so discuss no demand and upthrust under the trend, and the trend is your friend, as you know. We wanted to wait until the change of behavior, and the have the circle from the top to be in a decision of selling in the shadow of the smart money, not by the herd now buying as we see on daily. After a big movement, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, all people now think it is the 4th time he make a test, but it is a failed test. And when he go on, see a high volume, and the next bar closes down, and the next bar also closes down, which a good bar for the last support, the resistance on the left. So this is weakness. When all is buying, now it is time to sell. And when they try to catch the market here, when the volume has been increased, see, it is an up bar. It is an up bar which closes on the top, and they try to support the market, and the herd trapped with this and go along. This is why the volume have been gone increased. But we go further. There is an up bar closed in the middle or at the low. See the volume, it is very low. No interest for smart money for the upwards. And secondly, it is an supply come in. It is a bar, an average volume or high volume, and closed in the middle, and the next bar closed after it. It is the supply enters the market, or it is a hidden upthrust, as we can follow. It is already a sign of weakness at all. So we can put our trading in this bar, or after trading, after the change of behavior on the little frame. If we go to the 1 hour chart and see this bar and what is the action of it, look, this is the range which was trading on the hourly basics. When the markets try to go on, see the volume, it is low volume, no interest in upwards, and successful no demand. But it make a cause of Wyckoff methods, as we said, trading range, then it break down once and twice, and as we see today, it breaks it for the third time, and as we see, lower low, lower low, lower low, and the market is still under behavior of selling, and the trend will be continue, because if we see on the daily basis, we have no support for the market. The last support for the market was this PS professional selling, and the next support for the market, if we lined, will be lined this bar and the test after this bar. At this level, we can take a line. At this level, we will see the price and see the test and see if the market will be supported again. I expect to reach this levels, not today, but after 2 weeks. I think after we see selling professional and no interest in upwards, and now we are selling in the herd of buying of the herd retail traders. Okay, Aram.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Let me bring my chart in. I've just gone into a trade now. I've just entered the trade now on GBP USD, the cable, and on a short side. So just let's see and let's have a look at this trade. The reason behind me going onto this trade is no demands. PB wasn't confirmed, and really now obviously we're going to get a little bit of change of behavior, which we do get in a 5-second chart. That doesn't worry me much. I think this will probably go a bit further down. This just might go into a rotation, push up a bit before it goes down. So, but the general trend of the market is down, as it is with Euro USD. Osama explained very well. Thank you very much for that. Now, if you have any questions, please do let me know. We're going to run today's session to 2:30, and then we're going to have a live event, and which is going to happen at around 3 o'clock. We're going to run that for an hour, so you can join that. That's free to all. You can let your families, your friends, everyone know. And if you haven't had the opportunity to register, if you haven't received an email, you should have received an email in regards to registration. So please do let me know if you haven't managed to register for that event. All you need to do is to go to trade to win, and then just go into events, and you click onto that, and you get your email address. You can just put in and register, and you'll start at 3 o'clock today UK time, which is 10 a.m. New York time. Okay, so right, so now I'm expecting this to come a bit further down, lower. It's gone after this test. Really not worried about that. You can see all the volumes are going. There's weakness there, definitely weakness there. So I'm just going to sit in this trade and see how it goes, and once it goes further down, I might actually chase it now, just make some profit out of this. I think it's starting to drop. If I can't do it yet. Pushing back up. All right, let's leave it then. Let's wait for it to continue. It's come back to the test level, and let's try and push back up. But once it goes below that test level, it's going to drop further. Definite weakness there. So I really see how it goes. By the way, John, if you can hear me, I'm sure you can. If you can join me in the event, please do let me know if that's okay, and you can, and I will send you the link, and you can just come in and co-present with myself. Marco is asking, in TradingView, which ticker do you choose for instant Euro USD? There are many with different signals. Do you also look at the future 6E1? Well, you could, Marco, but really, I mean, when you say ticker, I mean, are you talking about comparison? I think you mean by ticker means comparison, probably. But with Euro USD, excellent. Thank you very much, John. Yeah, I mean, I don't compare it to 6E. The 6 is on, and that's how I do it, Marco. All right, John, no problem. I will send you the email once we run out, we finish this session, and just come in. That'll be good. Right. Osama, anything else you want to add? I'm in the trade now. I don't know. I want to. They've done a test again now, but I think this is going to go lower. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring my stop loss into profit. And now I can't lose this trade now, as you can see.
Yes.
And I'm going to chase it actually, because I've seen more bars, more down bars. As you get more down bars like this, it's best to really trade it quickly, especially in the lower time frame. Just chase it, because it will pop back up again. So just try to add to your profit as much as you can. And as you can see, it's gone further down. And if it does continue to go down, I'm going to add a bit more as we get any down bar. Okay, so it's a good trade, isn't it?
Yes,
Very
yes,
good
yes,
trade.
very good trade. From the first week, from the day of the week, you analyze the euro dollar very well, Aram. Sorry, I follow your instruction. Beside my work, I really doubled my one of my accounts, $1,000 to $3,000 only on euro dollar, only فقط the last week.
Excellent, excellent. So my analysis worked perfectly, didn't it?
No, yes, it is the perfect. You are my you must have a split of profit share.
Don't worry. When I visit Cairo, you can take me around, show me around. So it would be
Okay,
nice.
dear, on my head, dear, on my head.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. So yeah, any more analysis you want to do? Shall we have a look at something else? Let's have a look at gold quickly. Let's have a look at gold. Let's have a look. What's going on in gold? Right. On the gold, you can see, all of you, that really, you should be trading only one way. The same as the Euro USD and the pound against USA. You really should be looking for short trades, and it's it's not obvious on. Let's have a look at actually on a 4-hour chart quickly. Yeah, okay, it is very obvious. 4-hour chart. There you go. I mean, you can't get better than this. This is where I wanted to do long. Never materialized. Let me just get rid of that. But look, you almost got the mushroom effect, and it's coming down further. You're still above the trigger line on the 4-hour chart, but that doesn't worry me. That doesn't worry me at all. On the lower time frame, what I see on the 4-hour chart, you got no demand, you got uptrust, you got a major weakness starting to appear, but it's not major as such. Okay, because they have been pushing the gold quite high, and now you're expecting a bit of distribution happening, and it's happening, and we are in that phase now. So now on the hourly chart, if you see general trend going down, And really, currently, in the last 3 hours, really it's been going down bars, as you can see. And again, another down bar right now, hasn't finished yet. But really, if you want to trade the gold, it should be on the downside. 30 minutes chart, quickly, because I want to see if I can get into the act now. 30 minutes chart, you got no demand, potential professional buying did appear, decent volume, but this volume here is a sign of weakness, very high volume, which happened in the news, and it's brought it further down. We're going below the trigger line. We are expecting a little bit of rotation at some point with gold. We do get that quite a lot with gold, so just be aware of it. But obviously you want to go in a trade on a downside, because the trend is generally down. 15 minutes chart, PS, uptrust. These are important to me. Why? Because the trend is going down. As it's trying to push up, I also notice very clearly here that, you know, the relative volume becomes really diminishes. There's no interest to go up. Absolutely right. There's no interest to go up. And as you can see, it's going down.
Some people say about this is a divergence.
It is. That's what it is. Yeah. And I mean, you can call it diversion. There are some other terminology like short squeeze and all that, but it doesn't really matter for us. We see what we see, and we are seeing generally the market is going down, and that's what we want to trade. We want to be with the trend. The trend is your friend, Osama. Yeah.
Yes, I say it.
Marco is asking, please can you
another word about trend. It is always continue and the other continue. Do you know it? It never stop until all retails go out of the market. All retail traders.
Absolutely. When the professionals want to change the trend, and they will do it, and then you will see, obviously, in your principles, you will see what is known as a bag holding, you know, that happens, you know. So
Yes.
So now Marco is asking, can I look at the New Zealand dollar against USD 1 hour PB on 21 February followed by 2 tests? Why is not by signal? Let's have a look, Marco. NZD, New Zealand dollar against USD, the US dollar. And let's have a look at the hourly chart. Are you talking about this one and this one, Marco? Are you talking about this PB and this test? Marco, look at the trend.
What's
happening to your trend?
The dollar, it is dollar is strong along all pairs.
Yes, the dollar is starting to gain strength. Yes, I mean it was going down in the last year. During last year, the pound was gaining. We were doing the long trade on the pound.
Yes,
now we are doing the reverse. Doesn't really matter if it goes up or down. It doesn't really matter. We just follow.
I am a scalper, by the way. I am not a swinger. I am a daily trader and a scalper like you. And the strategy is most profitable in the scalping way, I think.
Yes, I'm a super scalper, Osama.
No, I am a scalper only.
Well, you become super one day. Don't worry. You're on the right track.
Yes. Okay.
Right. Let me just explain to Marco. Marco, you said this potential professional buying, and this test. Why wouldn't I buy? Well, there are two reasons behind it. Well, there's several reasons. Let me just expand it for you and explain to you. You had this potential professional buying appeared. Okay, you obviously you would have had for our example, I'm gonna put in the two trigger lines that would have appeared on your chart. Okay. Now, as you can see, the potential professional buying has appeared, got confirmed. Then you had a PS. All right. Now, there are a checklist that you need to follow. And let me start by explaining those checklists to you. Number one, a change of behavior. Have we got a change of behavior here? We started to have. Okay, fine. Number three, checklist number three, you need to be above the trigger line. You need to be there into this area. Okay, you want to be above the trigger line. Number four, you need to get a test happening where the strength has coming in. You haven't got the test above the trigger line, you got it inside the trigger line, so there is no trade there. There's no entry trade there. Okay, so therefore this is even though you got potential professional buying, yes, that's good, we get that all the time. You get test, yes, that's fine. It's telling you this market might push up, be aware. But what's going on as it's trying to push up? Do you get increase in volume or decrease in buying? You're getting decrease in buying. There's no interest. So therefore, there's no entry point for me as a long trade there. Now, if you also look at the background of your chart, what do you see, Marco? What is going on generally? The market is coming down. Okay? Actually, this area here, when it's gone sideways, is telling me the market is going to drop, like here as well, because the general trend is down. So when the trend is generally down, for me, the principles that happen in the weak area, like the PS, no demands, or uptrust, are more important to me because they help me with my trend. If the trend was going up, not down, then yes, I'll be looking for tests, shakeouts, and potential professional buying. So therefore, I've just explained why I wouldn't take a trade there, and I hope you understood. Is that okay for you, Marco? So the test must be above the trigger line or inside. No, it has to be above it. It has to happen above it, and you know, and you need to have a good trend of strength. You need to have the trend changing completely, like this one and this one. Okay, where the trend is already changed, and you got strength, then potentially that would turn out to be a trade on the upside. Now, these tests happen before this potential professional buying. If there was a potential professional buying there, and then you would have seen a change of behavior, and you've gone above the trigger line and you've seen test, then yes, you could enter the trade. This is an hourly chart, so you could have taken 1 hour, 2 hour trade. But this one here did not happen. So therefore, there's no trade. Okay, Marco? USD JPY. USD JPY. Let's have a look at that. USD JPY. Looks like Paul is saying
Yes.
long on the 1 minute. Yes.
Oh, yes.
1 minute. Of course, the USD versus G. I mean, with the USD, you don't bet against USD at the moment. You should be buying USD all the time. So right now that is the case. It might change. We don't know, but right now or this week has been the case. 1 minute chart. There you go. Spring. This was the news, which is almost like a spring, and you can see it's pushed up above. We got test. Really should be long in this trade right now. You should be in this trade by now. I think Paul is already in it, so
Yes, I wanted to say something after
PS
you.
wasn't confirmed. Yeah, no problem. Osama, go ahead.
No,
Osama, go ahead. Tell me.
it is just to confirm my idea about give me the daily frame, please. Aram,
The daily one,
the
yeah,
daily
no
one.
problem. No problem. Daily, yeah. Or if you want, share your. I'll share your screen, and you can
Okay.
show it to everybody. Yeah, your screen is there now.
Yes. Continue to our discuss about the retail trader in the uptrend. Buy. Then we in volume spread analysis in like this bar, which is a Gucci bar or like a bar, get all the resistance all on the left, like euro dollar, and go on and down, like this. It's penetrate the level of the potential professional buying, which penetrated to the other level of the imbalance of the supply and the demand, the potential professional buying and the test, and you see a false breakdown, then a very sign and a very key a key of our keys of volume spread analysis. It is a massive volume appears. It is not confirmed okay already, but the change in behavior and the trading above the trading range and penetrated with a two continuous bar with a safe volume, and you know safe volume, it is an average or high volume, not very low, which show no interest, or very high, which shows the opposite side. It is on safe volume, so the market up, it is for volume spread analysis. It is our daily what we do. You know, we know is that it must mark up after a no demand, after a failed no demand. You can rest an order of buying on this level of price 135.09, and put the loose to blues very close under the no demand, and go a swing trade, because I saw on the group some people ask about how to trade a swing trade, not a scalping one like you do Aram in the room. So this is a trade, which a good trade for a swing trade. If we see tests or checkouts, especially over and up the trading range, or entire the trading range. Okay, Aram, I have finished.
Thank you very much, Osama. Yeah, absolutely. The reason I don't do swing trade, Osama, is because if I go into a trade, I have to wait for, say, half an hour or so. And, and that's the reason I want to get in as many trades as possible throughout the live session. That's why I do a scalping, so I can get in and out, and show people how to manage their trade. And that's the reason I do it, mainly for that reason. But the Euro USD, you can get into the Euro USD. It's gone below that area I told you, and now it's dumping it further. They've done, it looks like a potential short trade setting up already if you're not in the Euro USD as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think what we're going to do, we're going to end today's session, because I'm going to do the live event at 3 o'clock. Osama, you can register for that if you haven't. You should have received an email for registration.
Yes.
I don't know if you
Yes.
registered for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and you can give it to anybody you want. They can join in as well. So you can give it
Okay.
to all your students. You can send it to them, and they can join in if they can, and they can listen, and they can ask questions as well.
Sure.
Okay, Osama?
Okay,
All
Aram.
right.
Thanks a
But
lot.
Thank you very much for being a part of the live trading room today. Hopefully, I'll bring you more often, and that would be good as well. For your involvement, it's very good. So, thank you very much.
Bye bye for all. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, Osama. Have a lovely Friday. Have a lovely day,
Yes,
and
lovely
I will
day.
probably talk to you later on. All right,
Okay,
cheers.
all right. Bye bye for now.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.